this video, I'm going to show you 3 tips on how you can save using your pantry. Now, I'm going to do this by taking inventory of my pantry, which might sound a little extreme, but it's really quite simple. I'm essentially just going to write everything that I find in my pantry on an Excel sheet that I can organize to make it easier to see stuff. I'm doing this because when I moved from my old apartment to my new apartment, I found there's a lot of foods I didn't use. And so today, that's going to change. I started by organizing and creating categories of pantry staples on independent columns of an Excel sheet. Then I simply pulled everything out of my pantry. Stay tuned to the end where I show you how my Excel document will benefit you in your kitchen, and you can get it for free in the description. Okay, I'm going to start by reorganizing what's directly in front of me and then go from there. If you're gluten-free and you need like a pasta, Dollar Tree, every Dollar Tree I've been to, and I've been in different cities, has had gluten-free pasta for $1.50, which is cheaper than like H-E-B or Walmart. So that's empty. Got 2 snacks. I got some sour gummies and some corn nuts. I also got bread, which is my partner's. I also have chili peppers, chickpeas, and split peas. I recently got more of these, so this is empty. I need to throw it. So we don't have peanut butter. We do have marinara. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cans of tuna, coconut oil, mac and cheese shells, a little electrolyte, and a sugar-free chocolate. We got pancake syrup. We got bulldog sauce. I have another one though, some tahini. I got these because of the marinade chicken recipe that everyone was doing for a while. However, I have not really found a good use for them since. If you have any recipes in mind, let me know. We're almost done. It's all sauces now. We have our sesame oil, soy sauce, our liquid smoke, and our rice wine vinegar. And our last 2 things from our little pantry in here is sushi nori and rice paper. I love rice paper. I've had those for almost a year now though. I should probably use them. And putting things back in a way that makes sense. This is hard for me because I'm not very good at organizing. So please be aware of that as I do this, because you're probably not gonna like how I do this. These are hiding in the back before, and I can't do that because then I won't use them. This leads me to my first piece of advice for saving on groceries via your pantry. Try to keep everything in your line of sight. People are more likely to plan and make meals with food they already have if they can see/find the ingredients. This is also why I list everything in an Excel sheet, so I can search for the ingredients using my computer, but as long as you can see it, you're more likely to use it. This cabinet below is not just here like this, like the shelf above. This cabinet below sinks into where the dish area is and goes all the way back there. Why you would need to put anything in the back of something like that beats me. All my appliances I use frequently enough not to shove it in the back of someplace. This is so annoying. But it's space, and it's the space I have, so I'm using it, right? I don't even know where to start. I'm so overwhelmed. So I gave my first tip above, which is making everything visible, is super helpful when organizing a pantry. Hi, baby. I was talking about my tip number 2 in this video. There's going to be 3 tips, so stay tuned. Was that you don't ever want your pantry to get overstuffed with things, especially things you cannot use in a timely manner within a month or 2. Like I have like 6 packs of different types of beans, and I'm only 2 people. Like this is only a 2-person household. That could lead to food waste, and it's never worth wasting your food, wasting your money. Even if you're like me, I'm somebody who likes to hoard things, like hoard food, just because I live through food scarcity. But you don't want your pantry to get this full. I think it's important to be intentional with how we are spending our money, what we are eating, and not buying things just because they're on sale. None of the beans were on sale, so they didn't save me any money buying them. I just felt like it made me feel better knowing that I had dried beans in my pantry, but I could have that same feeling if I sat and reflected and thought about how far these bags of beans go. I really only need food in my pantry to last me 2 months. So that's the goal. I actually want to try eating out of my pantry for a video. We're only going to eat out of our pantry until we have to buy groceries. If you're interested in seeing that video, I recommend staying tuned, subscribing. If you're interested in this video, like and subscribe. But that was my tip number 2. To make sure you only buy enough food for your pantry for the month or 2. Don't buy for super long-term storage unless you're foreseeing a natural disaster or any other issues coming up. When me and my partner's car broke down and we couldn't afford sweet treats, we set aside $2.50 and bought hard candy from Dollar Tree. I got butterscotch, he got strawberry flavored candy, and this was our sweet treat for a while. And it made us feel like we weren't punishing ourselves for being in a bad situation. And sometimes I put the butterscotch in a coffee and it was really good. Alright, now that we went over 2 tips for keeping your pantry clean, keep things in your line of sight, and don't keep things that you aren't going to use within the first 2 months of having it, I'm going to show y'all tip number 3, which is purely use what you have in your pantry. A lot of times people resource hoard, which is completely understandable. I'm one of those people. However, you want to actually use the items you have in your pantry to go through them. That way, if you want to test out new items, you can. So today I'm actually going to batch prep some ingredients to see how I like it. I did that in my previous long form video. So if you want to see that, I want to ingredient prep some rice and lentils in a big batch because I was gifted these from my mother. They're freezer cubes and I'd like to utilize them by making things that I eat often in advance and hopefully have them in the freezer for up to a month. So I'm going to be making rice in these cubes. So I feel like these cubes are good rice portions. And then I'm going to be making lentils, but I'm only going to be filling these squares halfway. I'm pretty excited because I really liked ingredient prepping last week. It allowed me to choose things from the fridge and just make a meal with whatever we had prepared without restriction based off of what I wanted to eat. And I'm a pretty fluctuating person. I'll choose something I want to eat at the beginning of the week and then change my mind later. I'll keep you updated if this organization system lasts in the comments. But I love how cohesive and easy everything is to find in my pantry now. I will also be linking my Excel sheet if anybody wants to use the template, so just be aware. It's very rudimentary, but it gets the job done. Alright, so I have this tea from Raw Chocolate. That's a local coffee shop that specializes in, of course, gourmet chocolate and coffees, and I've always wanted to try their tea. I've had this for a long time. Honestly, there's no expiration date, but I might have been 3 years now. We're gonna go with our mushroom mug. Why? Just because it's cute. Ooh. Oh my god, that smells so good. Wow, it smells like a dark chocolate candy bar. I don't know how well, how much coffee I needed to do, or how much chocolate, but it's so fine that it's not really staying in the sieve, so it should be fine. I'm not really a particulates. Is this like a cocoa nib? While that steeps, let me tell you about what else we're doing today. That smells so good. Okay, I'm also going to be making this gluten-free apple pie thing, just to have as a snack throughout the week. I'm going to cut it up into portions and freeze it. And then for everybody else in the household who is not gluten-free, I'm making these Thin Mints brownies that we've had for a while. They're kind of caved in on the side. I think it's by the same brand. I'm going to try this not coffee, this tea with nothing first, just on its own. It has like an aftertaste of coffee, but it's mostly water and flavor. A spoonful of sugar mixed up. I don't know if I like that. Granted, I'm not a big tea person. I might steep it and use it in a baked good. Or add it to a base of coffee. Because it has a slight chocolatey flavor. It's just not very strong. I don't know. I'm not good at baking because I tend to not follow instructions. Mix 1 egg and butter together in a bowl. Mix and stir until well combined, and then pour in the pan. That is really easy. I can't be saying that I'm lazy and then not being able to do something so easy. 1, 2, 7, 8. Now I warm that up. That smells like I just took a bite of an apple. That smells delicious. Ooh-wee. So it says in an 8x8 pan, pour this in and then bake for 21 minutes. That's so easy. That was so easy, guys. Man, why have I been procrastinating it? Well, I've been procrastinating making it because I had to take out the butter tub. And for some reason that task seemed daunting to me. Because I was going to put it in the same amount of time. I know, this is heinous. You don't have to tell me. I'm well aware. There's so many ingredients. 1/3 cup of oil, 1/4 cup of water, 1 egg. I guess that's not that many. Feels like a lot. Hi, this is the biggest bowl I have. It's my ramen bowl. So we're gonna use that. I never liked brownies when I wasn't celiac. So I don't really know if this is right. Hey JJ!
Yeah.
Can you come look at this for me? I feel like it's supposed to be a little goopier. Brownie batter. This is not gluten free. Is this how goopy it's supposed to be? I don't know. I don't make brownies that aren't gluten free. A gluten free batter always looks like this.
Okay.
And I'm used to that, but I can't remember what brownie batter looks like normal brownie batter. And this feels, I don't know why, I feel like this is quite thick.
Well, the brownies are supposed to be thick now.
That's true. So you think it's fine?
I think it should be fine. Yummy.
Mmm, it looks delicious. I like last the longest. Whee, get in there.
What are you making?
I'm prepping rice. That way whenever we want to eat rice, we just pull one out of the freezer.
You just have like a block of rice.
Yeah, like Minecraft food. Don't know if I like that sound. I'm gonna cut these. Let's get peas. I'm gonna err on the heavier side of water. I'm gonna need some salt for sure. Salt it in my hand first.
Is it like in a bottle or paper?
Excuse me. Actually, I'm not even a huge fan of caramel. I'm just gonna put a little bit on each one. Oh no, it's not cute. I'm not very good at doing cute things. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. my hair doesn't make that long. Well, there you go. They're pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Goddamn. So the 3 things we've covered in this video to help keep your pantry less overspilling with stuff you don't need is 1, keep everything in eyesight, that way you're using what you see. 2, buy food for only 2-month periods at a time. And then 3, use what you need to from the pantry before buying more of that item. / in place of other items that you would need to buy fresh if you can. So I have prepped my split peas, I prepped some rice, we made some baked goods for us to snack on throughout the week. And that's all I'm doing today for my pantry clean out. I hope y'all enjoyed. And of course, we're gonna be in, not the next video, but the video after is gonna be the I eat from my pantry until I can't anymore video, so keep an eye out for that. And I hope you all enjoyed. Bye!